I think YouTube has completely lost the plot entirely. The new update is basically just going to ruin everything for pretty much both the viewer as well as the YouTuber. If you think I'm exaggerating, let me explain. So, currently, as YouTube stands, when a YouTuber makes a video, obviously, they're going to have to make money. And so, obviously, ads help. And normally, you can just place ads. Well, okay. There's a button where you can actually place it and it'll do it automatically to place ads in your videos. Most of the time I hear it's way too much, so they kind of just change it and whatnot, and so they just kind of trim it down and basically put ads where they want it to be, which is a really neat feature, and I think that makes a lot of sense. I'm not really happy with ads in general, as I wanted to make this video like sometime back at this point. But I'm finally here making a video about that ad system. But I also wanted to click on with the idea of like, one, why ads so long? And two, they're kind of getting out of hand. Sometimes I'll be playing a video and you know how that thing pops up on the screen saying, oh, if, yeah, this ad, there'll be fewer ad interruptions, if with this ad playing right now. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. I don't know how true that is because sometimes I still get equally the amount of ads. Maybe I'm interpreting it wrong, but yeah, I'm not impressed by the number of ads that appear in the video or the length of it because some of them have apparently been like 3 minutes according to people, which is wild. I thought that was joking until I saw it. I was like, yeah, that's wild. That is completely outrageous. At that point, depending on the video too, because sometimes you could be watching a video that's just, I don't know, 57 seconds, and they're playing a 3 minute ad. That's pretty stupid. But anyway, that's just one thing. But this thing is actually really dumb. If they're doing this and they actually go ahead, which apparently they're setting this idea in motion in May, which will heavily affect everyone. So, like I explained to you at the beginning, that basically the ads it's funny how I took a pause there, which is kind of hinting at what I'm talking about. So normally you can control that, but now it seems like they're just doing it automatically on their own, kind of taking things in their own hands and trying to, I guess, help you. Just put some quotation marks or, speech marks right there. Help you. In the sense that basically they'll automatically put ads and it will put basically where they think an ad should be. But due to how editing works in the YouTube space now, especially how most YouTubers, I'm still working on it, honestly, cut kind of the awkward moment. So let's say if I just go, you had my breathing, right? I'm going to leave that intentionally. That part would be cut and you wouldn't even notice, right? Or any blank spaces or boring parts would be cut, kind of trimmed down. And obviously, that's just to help to keep the video from being obviously fluid, natural almost. Not natural, but just very clean, very nice and welcoming for someone who wants to watch their videos. But it seems like that's now an issue, and they basically want your content to be raw in a sense because they want to put ads in those spaces. But the problem is, if there's not that sort of space there, it's like they're kind of confusing them, man. They're like, wait, the space where you park, when you just go, yeah, if we don't see that, we won't put an ad. Some people have already tried basically testing out this feature, and it basically leaves them with no ads in their videos, which is bad because, well, this is their career. If you are trying to make a living on YouTube, well, this is just a complete bad sign for any up and coming YouTuber, including myself, including you, including your big ones like, I don't know, whoever you watch. Right now, this seems to be affecting one of my favorite YouTubers I guess I would say he's one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, maybe at this point, is 8-Bit Ryan. So he talked about this video as well, and I thought, okay, he's talking about it, and if other content creators are talking about it, this must be really bad. And right now, yeah, it's affecting them all. For a large part, it is. I think the only ones that would not be solely affected are people who have different income streams, like that's not just purely on YouTube. Now, I don't know if they will change this. I really hope they do because it's just really dumb if they keep this in. It's just going to affect everyone because then the one thing that we do like about videos is how they're edited and stuff like that. Now it seems like it will be commentary focus. I don't know. Not to say everyone doesn't have good commentary, it's just the editing does help significantly. And if they ruin that, it's just dumb. I don't know. Hopefully they might change this whole thing, and hopefully if they hear us out and more people make videos about it, it would be a helpful thing to have, obviously, so it changes their mind. But at this point, we really are in the trenches of things. And honestly, I'm not really pleased about this at all. I mean, it just kind of makes the idea that maybe people should not do YouTube at all at this point. It kind of, you know, deters people from doing it in a sense. And it would really suck if they actually do keep this because it just means that people would have to find a completely different career path, which is really sad because YouTube at its core has always been about making random content or interesting content, putting it up there. You get an ad, boom, bow, you kind of understand the system. And honestly, I felt like as much as I do like YouTube, I think at this point we need some sort of competitor. I feel like the one thing I really hate about any company is, I guess, how not confident, I think is the word I'm looking for, not boastful, just very stagnant. The company just hits a stagnant point. And normally I wouldn't mind if it's like slight changes and they're not doing anything major. But when you're actually doing dumb changes and you're just heavily, and I mean heavily, ruining the core experience, yeah, okay, a competitor needs to come in. YouTubers have been running things for a while, and that's definitely great. I love YouTube, but if they go like this, yeah, I need a company to come down and just kind of ruin things for them, honestly, because I'm not, that shouldn't happen. I'm sorry. That's, I love YouTube, but still, someone needs to come in. And I know you're probably thinking, how could that be? Because obviously YouTube is so obviously at a high scale. Well, I thought that with a lot of companies, and then some companies kind of get their system tanked because of a competitor that randomly came off and random. Honestly, I'm mainly thinking of this because, I guess more on the lines of Twitter and how they also have Blue Sky, and you're probably thinking, well, that didn't really change because Twitter's still around. Yes, but that doesn't deter people from moving on. Now Elon has to play it safe, well, not safe, basically smart to the point where you can't just make anything willy-nilly, or else people will just leave and just go to Blue Sky, your competitor. And you don't want that, so it keeps you on your toes. And exactly what I want from YouTube. I need someone to come in and completely shake things up, rock that boat a little. Because right now they're on a calm stream and not, actually sailing properly. And it's really annoying. Anyway, this is my only gripe with this whole thing, and hey, hopefully it changes. And also, if you think I'm sick, I'm not. I don't know why my voice is like that. Probably guys just got up. And to be honest, it's kind of been bugging my mind for the last 2 days now. This whole thing ever since I heard it. And it's like, wow. Hopefully they change it. I'm really hoping they change it because if they don't, oh, it's going to be so annoying. Oopsie, I'll still make videos right now and, stuff like that. Um, Upload as much as I guess possible. um, I do want to actually start for some weird reason. If I could get that set up, play Street Fighter 4. Don't know why. It's just kind of been there on my system, and I just really have the idea to play it. I don't know. I might, but as it is, this might possibly be the last couple of days of YouTube for me, or at least in a sense, like this would completely be something I have to really think, is this worth going forward with at all if they keep this? I don't know. I won't say I'm at that stage of YouTube where I could. I'm just saying, I'm just thinking ahead, you know. Obviously, I could do this however I want because I'm not getting ads and stuff like that. Well, I don't think so. Well, I'm not getting paid like other creators or anything like that. Obviously, I'm not saying there won't be ads on my videos. I don't think there've ever been ads on my videos yet. Um, Please comment down below if you guys have. It'll be kind of interesting, just curious. But yeah, it's just really silly, and hopefully they may change this and stuff like that. I just want to give you guys the update about things and where things are headed with your favorite content creators and where you stand with this as well. Do you guys support this? Do you hate this? Let me know. I think a lot of people do, to be honest, because they've expressed their distaste for this on Twitter and other social media platforms. So I don't know. It's just really bizarre. Anyway, I'll leave it here and just honestly leave it there. It's mind boggling. My mind's so mind boggled by this. So yeah, peace out, guys. Enjoy your day, and hopefully this all gets changed.